would you then be able to say that with the proper safeguards, with the proper implementation metrics of ensuring that this doesn't happen again, you then might not even need, and I know it sounds callous, but you may not need compensation.
Exactly.
Because you're saying then to people, you know what? We know that this happened to you, and maybe even an apology. We know that this happened to you. It shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But this is what we have done to ensure that it never happens again. You wouldn't need to you could take 2 billion shillings and put it into schools, for example. That because 5 million shillings, I don't care if it's 100 million, it is not going to bring back a life.
Very true. And in the 4 steps that we are very clear on for compensation to happen and all that, the 3rd step now is the apology. Yeah. Apology and acknowledgement. So we're saying, first of all, investigate, arrest and charge. Number 2, we're very clear, non-recurrence. Make sure there are laws, there are mechanisms in place to avoid these kinds of incidences happening again. The 3rd one, apology and acknowledgement. Like, we still have statements like that these guys were treasonous, criminals, terrorists, and all that. Yeah. So we have to acknowledge that these were Kenyans who are merely exercising their rights in defending their country from corruption, from all sorts of, bad elements in government. So we need an acknowledgement. And yesterday we defined what acknowledgement is. A public apology through the president. The state must do that. An acknowledgement that, these guys were heroes and they were fighting for their country, whether it's state commendation or whatever it is, a monument with their names. We have various monuments, Moi with his rungu and all that. We need a monument that people will remember these young Kenyans for. And it's not just for Kenya, because they started a movement across the world, and we have changes in various countries from Nepal to Bangladesh, Mozambique and others, and it started from Kenyans. So we need that acknowledgement. So that's the 3rd step. And then now 4th is when we come to compensation. And compensation is not, because I remember one of the families, the mother of Eric Kasioka. Eric Kasioka was shot and killed at Parliament. He was the one in the white overall, if you saw people carrying him with the flag. And he was saying even 100 million, if I was given 100 million, it's not enough to compensate for a dead person, But it's that acknowledgement that, we're sorry that this happened to you. So it's not about the money, really. But if you give out money without these other steps, I would say it's not even putting the cart before the horse or dangling a carrot in front of a donkey so that they can run fast. Because these families now where they are, they've understood what's happening.